From the West Community Stadium in Fenton, Missouri, overlooking the Arch, it's the USL Championship as St. Louis gets set to play host to Sporting KC2 in a big Group E match with a lot on the line for the hosts tonight. Sean St. Jacques Walde Harris here with you. Tonight's match is brought to you by the Cheshire Inn at LHM Hotel. Walde, we take a look at the matchups previous this season. 3 of them so far. That 1-1 draw was a crazy one back on August 5th. Since then, it's been all St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis have been on top of the results lately, but Sporting KC, Nagamura's men always want to improve, always want to get better, and they'll be looking to come in and grab all 3 points tonight. So St. Louis is going to have to be on their toes.
St. Louis trying to keep pace with Indy 11 and Sporting KC2 trying to play spoiler tonight. They still have a chance, Sporting KC2, with 3 points tonight to get into the playoff hunt, but St. Louis really is the one trying to snatch that second playoff spot. We'll take a look at tonight's player to watch, brought to you by Sauce on the Side. And Walde, Tyler Blackwood is certainly going to be important tonight for St. Louis up top.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the threats for St. Louis up top. The 29-year-old native of England has 4 goals on the season, 10 matches played, and they'll be depending on him to put the ball in the back of the net. Let's see if he can do it.
Coach Steve Tritchu told us earlier this week it's a must-win game tonight for St. Louis FC. Sporting KC2 try to play the spoiler in the USL Championship, and it's coming up next.
When you need quality electrical work for your home or business, look to the electricalconnection.org. Created as a partnership between IBEW Local 1 electricians and the St. Louis chapter of the National Electrical Contractors Association, the Electrical Connection has been setting the standard for electrical excellence in St. Louis for over 100 years. You can depend on our highly skilled and trained workforce, your #1 source for quality electrical and communication contractors, electricalconnection.org.
Sean St. Jacques Walde Harris back here with you, getting you set for St. Louis and Sporting KC2, a crucial Group E match. Sporting KC2's playoff hopes hanging on by a thread. They're basically playing spoilers at this point, but St. Louis has a real shot as we take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Schlafly. For Sporting KC2, it's a really strong lineup, and it's a good lineup up front. Pretty strong attackers.
Yeah, a couple changes for Paulo Nagamura's man. First of all, the glaring one is Remy Pryor in goal, replacing the keeper that was in before. Dylan Cerna, Daniel Barbier, Kaveh Rad, and Mason Leet in the back. Tyler Freeman, Petr Kujic, and Jake Davis in the middle. But up top, Wilson Harris, the 20-year-old, with 7 goals within 12 matches, is the big man that has to get the goals tonight for Sporting KC2.
Sometimes you forget how young Wilson Harris is, a really prolific scorer for Sporting KC2. Here's the St. Louis starting lineup under Coach Steve Tritchu, and we've got a big change in net, Walde.
Yeah, big change in net with John Berner stepping in for Kyle Morton tonight. But he's done it before. He can do it again. The back three, Kavita, Fink, and Adewale, very experienced, and in front of him, even more experienced with Wallfall and Todd Wharton in the middle. G and Cicerone look to get up and down, and Blackwood, Gregg, and Rivas looking to finish up top. They're going to have their hands full tonight.
Let's take a look at tonight's keys to the game, brought to you by Greenlight. Provide the keys to your child's financial independence with a Greenlight debit card. Possession, Walde, is really big for St. Louis tonight.
Huge, because they can defend with the ball. So they've got to be good in possession. They've got to push the tempo because they need the 3 points. And last but not least, you've got to finish in order to win the game.
Crucial, obviously, for St. Louis tonight. Group E's been fantastic, really, in the USL Championship so far. St. Louis have a game in hand, as do Sporting KC too. St. Louis really need the 3 points. Like Steve Tritch told us, it's a must-win game.
It's definitely a must-win game, especially with the games that are coming up after this. Indy 11, Louisville, and Indy 11 again. They need to pick up these points tonight in order to get themselves in pole position to knock Indy off, if possible, going down the stretch.
Last season for St. Louis in the USL Championship, they want to go out with a bang. Of course, on top of that, St. Louis came so close, within a point last year, of making the USL Championship playoffs. Weren't able to quite get there. Coach Steve Tritch told us it would be a heck of a way to go out to get that playoff appearance. It would be the second in St. Louis's history if they're able to pull it off. Obviously, it's in their hands. They have Indy twice. They get Lou City again here next weekend. But Coach Steve Tritch again reiterated, it doesn't matter unless we win tonight. We need to win tonight first before we worry about having it in our hands over those last couple of weeks of the regular season. Again, it's worth mentioning, Sporting KC2 with a win tonight do keep their slight playoff hopes alive, but a win is really the only thing that'll help them at this stage of the season. Third meeting between St. Louis Football Club and Sporting KC2 this season. St. Louis has won 2 of the 3, and then the third meeting was a crazy draw back on August 5th, a late equalizer from St. Louis. All played here in St. Louis. And now St. Louis are trying to stay unbeaten and get 3 big points tonight against a Sporting KC2 team that has proved to be tough in Group E so far this season. St. Louis in their home green and blues with the white shoulders, and Sporting KC2 in their road baby blues. They'll be going from left to right on your screen. Todd Wharton, former national champion at Virginia, kicks us off, and we're underway from Fenton, Missouri. St. Louis and Sporting KC2, a must-win game really for both teams. St. Louis wants to keep pace with Indy 11 and try to chase them down for that second playoff spot in Group E. It's been a heck of a group. It's been arguably the group of death in the USL Championship this season. A lot of quality. It's certainly going to be interesting to see how this game plays out tonight. Early touch for Russell Cicerone, blocked out a play, an early throw in for St. Louis on this near side. Here's Wharton. Kavita, the captain and the hero, back on August 5th when these two played to a 1-1 draw. 90-plus 6-minute equalizer for St. Louis that salvaged, it turns out to be right now at least, a pretty big point. Keep them in the mix for that second final playoff spot. Again, the top 2 teams in each group go to the USL Championship playoffs. There's John Berner. He had his first start in 4 years when they played here on August 5th, and he got his head to a ball in the penalty area that led to Fanuel Kavita's equalizer. Cicerone over the top for initially Rivas, and Greg couldn't quite get to the follow-up. What are you looking for in the early moments here, Walde?
Well, they're just looking to establish tempo. Keep your foot on the ball, move the ball around, poke and prod, and see where it gets open. And they're finding some success down the right-hand side with G. Rivas getting in the mix as well. So they're just basically feeling each other out, and that's what you'll see in the next 4 to 5 minutes. And after that, if they can't pick anything off, then you'll see the game open up a bit.
Kavita's header was cut out by Jake Davis. And Fink retreats for St. Louis. Coach Steve Tritch told us earlier this week it's really about stopping Sporting KC2 out wide. If they could do that, I feel like they can really break them down and be really dangerous going forward.
It's all about being compact and not giving them any passing lanes. Deny the service to Wilson, Harris up front, and actually deny the spaces on the wings from Premier and Mushagalusa, so they don't get going.
A bit of token pressure as Fink cleared it. And the pressure from Tyler Freeman, who scored a really nice goal in the 2-1 loss for Sporting KC2 last time out against Indy 11, a game they thought they were a little hard done by. Danny Barbier thought he equalized in stoppage time to get it to 2-2, but the referee blew for a foul on a push-off in the penalty area, and Sporting KC2 felt like they were a bit robbed. There's Coach Steve Tritchu in his first season in charge, obviously the former Colorado Switchbacks head coach as well, American soccer legend as a player as well, first ever player as an American to play in the UEFA Champions League, and hoping to make some history in his hometown by getting St. Louis Football Club back to the playoffs, a place they've only been once before in the USL Championship, and they're trying to make it one more time in their final season as a club.
Yeah, this is definitely wall-fall territory.
He's made this work before. Pittsburgh a couple of weeks ago had a fantastic free kick to level the scores there against the Riverhounds. And he looks poised here. Cicerone is going to be told to be a spectator here, at least on the initial attempt. Wallfall eyes it up. Goes for it, and it's right at the goalkeeper in the end. Easy for Remy Pryor.
Yeah, pretty routine. Read it all the way, could see it all the way. Just shifted over and collected. Didn't present much of a threat to him.
Barbier initially there, who thought he had the leveler in Indianapolis last time out, only to have it taken away. It's been really strong this season for a young Sporting KC2 team that Paul Nagamura has done a really good job with yet again this season. They had a really rough start to the season, but they proved to be really dangerous in this group. Every coach in the group has praised what Paulo Nagamura has done. They've certainly not been a pushover in any sense, and obviously 3 points for them tonight. Still keeping them with a shout of making the USL Championship playoff. It's going to be a basically win-out situation. But crazier things have happened.
This is true. This is football. Scores and results can turn on a dime. So they have all to play for tonight as well. Knowing Paulo Nagamura, he's going to want to go after the 3 points. He's not just going to come in and look to give people playing time. He's going to want them to perform, score the goals, and get out of here with a win if possible.
They say it's tough to beat a team 3 times in a season in a lot of sports. St. Louis have been unbeaten. They haven't got that 3rd win yet. They need it tonight if they want to keep pace with Indy 11, who's off this week. Chance for Mushagalusa here for Sporting KC2. Not a bad effort, and ends up dragging it wide.
Yeah, big time missed opportunity there by Mushagalusa. Had that entire right-hand side to go one-on-one, even go deeper into the box and get a shot off. As we look at the replay, he had Kavita here one-on-one, maybe cut in on the left, bend it to the far post, but decided to go for that right foot shot to the far post and just pulled it wide.
There's Paulo Nagamura, Sporting Kansas City legend and MLS Cup winner. Obviously been a great coach as well.
Yeah, tons of experience as a player, and is now passing that on to the younger generation coming up. It's a great inspiration for them as well, and then have done a fabulous job since taking over.
Not only a success in MLS, but also he's won a few U.S. Open Cups as well. Very decorated player, obviously former Arsenal player back in 2001 as well. So not just talent as far as the physical gifts, but we're seeing with him as a coach over the years, he's got the mental gift and always has as well. And you see it in his players too, the way that Sporting KC2 has been able to develop players throughout their system the last couple of years. Paulo Nagamura is a big reason why that continues to this day, and we see the youngsters, again, Wilson Harris is a great example. The last couple of years he's been one of the best up top in the entire USL Championship, and he's got 7 goals to his name this season.
And tonight he's going to look to get even more service. He's going to need it in order to get on the score sheet tonight.
He's able to facilitate some good link-up play. Harris gets back onto it. The shot was deflected. It's out for a corner for Sporting KC2. Wilson Harris didn't give up on it. It's a set-piece opportunity.
Yeah, that's what you're going to get from him. He's going to be in and around the box, just sniffing around. Any loose balls, come up with it. And if you give him an inch, he's going to look to put a shot on target.
Ball swung in by Davis towards Mushagalusa. I think it might have been off Cicerone's head. And it was. It's still with Sporting KC2.
Yeah, they were fortunate to get this one back, as it looked like a miss hit there from Davis. Very high cross. Nothing that anybody could do with that one. But fortunately for them, Sporting KC got the ball back here on the throw-in. Lead.
Given back. Todd Wharton initially wanted back. Flag might have been up on the near side here. It's going to be a free kick for St. Louis after the play breaks down for Sporting KC2.
Good look at John Berner here. Going to put the ball upfield.
It's got to be a testament to him to stay ready. Obviously coming back for that start after 4 years back on August 5th. And with how good Kyle Morton has been over the last couple of years, not just with St. Louis, but with Pittsburgh as well. For Berner to be ready and always be ready for the call to get in there. It's pretty impressive. Ball was deflected here, a chance in the penalty area. A foul is called as a couple of players, Claude Harris for Sporting KC2, and that was Adewale defensively for St. Louis, making sure he got there first.
You're going to take a see it on the replay here. This ball gets crossed in, a little deflection, but Adewale, ever present, getting his body in the way there, just making sure that Harris doesn't have a free shot on goal. Paid the price for it with a little bump, a little pain, but he'll shake that off as long as the ball doesn't go in the net.
Early indication how big the game is. Those extra efforts are a little bit more pronounced, it seems, in must-win games like this. It's one of those games you wish, obviously the pandemic, we can't have it, but one of those games you wish the St. Louligans were out and making noise. But we know they are at home, that's for sure. Here's Rivas. It's a throw-in for St. Louis on the far side.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Coach Tritchie would definitely want the fans in the stands. They'd be the 12th man for St. Louis tonight, but they've got to dig deep from within and bring out the performance that's necessary to get the 3 points. Even though you're not hearing that the atmosphere don't have the atmosphere and the crowd cheering you on, still got to go out and do the business.
It's interesting with St. Louis. Talking to Coach Steve Tritchie on a couple of occasions this year, he's just been so proud with what his team has endured. It's been more than most, even in this kind of a year with COVID and obviously injuries and squad rotation and things of that nature. This is a club that could have had their season ended, could have ended their season without finishing it off, but they wanted to keep on playing as they have a chance here through Blackwood. Cicerone searching ball into the penalty area. Central header for Blackwood. It's wonderful. Tyler Blackwood right on cue with a fantastic volley. And St. Louis are in front in a game they have to win.
Great interplay here from St. Louis, just moving the ball around, getting crosses into the box, numbers into the box. So you're going to see Cicerone just dumps this one to the far post, on the back post, headed back across by G. And here's Blackwood. Great technique on the side volley. 1-0 St. Louis.
His 5th goal of the season, that St. Louis goal delivered by Domino's. Talk about technique, Walden, like you said. Fantastic link-up play in the penalty area. And St. Louis, I was going to say, a team that's faced so much adversity but stood up to it throughout this entire season. They stand up to again and strike first in this crucial tilt.
Yeah, well, they're in the driver's seat now. Let's see how they carry on. They're going to push for that second right away. They're going to sit and hold possession, look and pick and prod their chances and go forward when they present themselves.
Harris. One back by Wall Fall. Cicerone. It's controlled by Kavita. It's a good point, Walde, knowing just the history of this season's matchups between these two. There's probably not just going to be the one goal in this game. Blackwood held it off. Cicerone falls for him here. He has Greg up in front in support. And the ball was just out in front of him, and Remy Pryor collects.
Yeah, not too sure what he was thinking there, if he was trying to hit Greg behind the back four. But it was easy for Pryor in the end.
Minute of play. Blackwood from G.
That's what Coach Dietrich wanted. Wanted his team to be attacking tonight, aggressive, but first goal always helps in a game like this. But Sporting KC2 are not going to go anywhere. They know they still have work to do. Harris G commits the foul. I should say wins the foul. Here's Blackwood again. Could open up here for Rivas. Turning on the Jets, has Greg with him. Cuts it back onto his left boot, waits for more support. G to fall. Oh, it's off the post. A sensational strike that just didn't quite have the accuracy.
Yeah, good intelligent play there just to hold that ball up. Knocked it back in the middle. You see a little dummy run there from Todd Wharton, and Fall just dinging that upright. St. Louis knocking on the door again. Just going to take a look at the replay here. Nice little dummy Fall coming through, just bending it around. Pryor can't reach it. Inches away from making it 2-0. St. Louis have another opportunity top of the box. Will it be Wall Fall or will it be Cicerone this time? Or even Wharton.
Well, Rivas is over it as well. All three of them are scoping this out. Wharton walks away from it. Both of them are definitely well within their range here. This feels like a crucial moment in the game already, very early on. St. Louis 1-0 up, looking for a second after a huge close opportunity from Wall Fall. Rivas or Cicerone? It's Cicerone, and he blasts it well over the top.
Yeah, you see what he was trying to do, just to get it up and down really quickly, but got too much underneath that ball and sends it over the crossbar. Pryor just watches it go over. Take a second look here. Strikes it well with enough power, but Pryor is there as well.
I guess it's one of those where sometimes it's a little too close almost to get it up and down over that wall.
Yeah, you might have wanted to change the angle on that one. Just a little bit of a roll or something just to change the angle. Give a little bit more challenge to Pryor in the goal to read the ball.
Lovely piece of skill by Cicerone. Thought he was fouled, not given. It stays with Sporting KC2 as Ushagalusa was there defensively initially. Barbier controls now. Montpremier. Here's Davis. So far, Sporting KC2 have not created a ton, really at all so far. Just a couple of Wilson Harris link-up moves outside of the penalty area. That's been about it so far, though this is given away here. Rivas hops onto this for St. Louis. Tried to play Blackwood in behind, but they weren't on the same page. It's easy for Davis to backtrack and clear.
Well, Sporting just hasn't been that good with the ball. The decision-making, especially coming out of the back, needs to be a little bit better. Can't afford to give the ball away in the middle of the park and give St. Louis open looks.
Yeah, that was one where I think Mason Leith lost track of where he was on the pitch and almost played St. Louis right in. Given back here. Ushagalusa. Has Harris in the middle if he wants him. And instead, Leith plays it back, and Sporting KC2 will reset. Blackwood now with 5 goals, 2 behind Wilson Harris, who leads Sporting KC2 with tallies this season that have hit the back of the net. Gordon putting the pressure on Montpremier. Cerna.
And this is much better from Sporting KC2, getting their foot on the ball, moving it around, working it from side to side, shifting St. Louis, and now they're going to just look and pick their opportunities to play penetrating passes.
Rod to Montpremier. Ushagalusa. Gets the ball into the penalty area. Cerna keeps it alive. The captain for Sporting KC2. Premier tried to find Harris. And Wallfall's clearance goes well out of play for a throw-in, it looks like, on the far side.
Yeah, that was a good ball over the top by Mushagalusa. Cerna just couldn't find any runners in the box. Everybody was on his side. Sporting KC need to be a little bit more dynamic when the ball gets that deep into St. Louis territory in order to create more chances.
Foul's going to be called there as Wallfall is deemed to be a little too aggressive. Matthew Thompson, our center official, gives Sporting KC2 a free kick.
Now this is Tyler Freeman's territory.
He's shown what he can do from set pieces this season. Showed last time out. Sporting KC2 look to answer here, although it's going to be Davis or Cerna, it looks like. This feels like a good opportunity for a Cerna swing in here from outside the penalty area.
Will we see something from the training ground, or is it just a regular serve into the box and see if somebody could get on the end of it?
Cerna, it's a good ball in looking for Harris, and it was headed away out of the penalty area. Now can St. Louis break out here with Cicerone? Played it forward, was fouled in the process as he released it past the halfway line, so it'll be brought back for a free kick.
Yeah, SKC2 knows that they can't give this man any opportunity to run at them free. Got to get back behind the ball, and if anything, stop the play higher up the field.
Steve Tritchie's asking a question about something. Maybe he was asking about the pace of the play. We were slowing down there for a second. Cicerone, the foul, I should say, on Cicerone, I don't think was a bookable offense. We're back underway with Fall and Kavita. Not the best touch from Kavita, but he uses his pace to make up for it and find Cicerone. Fall tried to find Greg. Now it's with G. Here's Rivas. Not a bad ball in. It's easily headed away, though, for Wharton. Rivas again. Ball fall. Kavita. Blackwood to Cicerone. St. Louis probing here, trying to break down this Sporting KC2 back line.
Yeah, everybody for Sporting KC2 is behind the ball, so St. Louis is going to have to get this ball wide if they want to stand a chance of finding any penetrating passing lanes in between the outside backs and center backs and move the ball quicker side to side.
Paulo Nagamura's team now, they need to get back into this as quickly as they possibly can. It starts with that defense, making sure they can hold St. Louis and absorb some of that pressure. What Steve Tritchie said, Sporting KC2's arguably their best attribute is their counter-attacking play. Almost every goal this season that Sporting KC2 has scored against St. Louis has come on the counter. Pass from G was cut out by Mushagalusa. And he gets as far as Wallfall. Tries a lovely pass into the penalty area, but Blackwood couldn't quite keep it down. You could see the frustration on his face. He knew it was a great ball in from Wallfall. Still stays with St. Louis.
I don't see that too often, that ball being played with the outside of the boot, around the corner. Just couldn't reel it in, Blackwood. And he knows that he missed a chance. See, he put his head down right away, but hopefully he gets a couple more passes like that and he'll be able to do better.
Cicerone tries the outside of the boot to find Kyle Gregg. It's played back to the goalkeeper Pryor, who boots it upfield, only as far as it looks like Blackwood. Blackwood's touch gives it right back to Sporting KC2. Chance to break here. Ball in behind looking for Harris, and Fink gets there first, and the flag was up anyway for offside. Did last night's cleaning crew drop the ball? Call the pros at Janie King for a free cleaning quote and get the winning service that you deserve. Here's Blackwood. All fall certainly provides winning service for St. Louis. We've seen some great assists from him this season, and obviously a fantastic goal against Pittsburgh as well. Freeman led the charge there and ends up breaking down. It's easy for Burner in the end.
You can see Sporting, their attack is just a little bit disjointed, not getting as many numbers forward as they need to, especially when the ball turns over in the middle of the park. The defense and the defensive midfielders are just lagging behind the line just a tad. They'll have to do better going forward if they hope to break down St. Louis.
It's a good ball in initially by G, and then it was cut out, and St. Louis can reset. Feels like since the goal has gone in, it's been a lot of this, a lot of possession for St. Louis, and Sporting KC2 just trying to fend them off. Greg was the target. It was cut out nicely. Caverad. Now here comes Harris on the counterattack here for Sporting KC2. Mushagalusa's with him. Harris goes down. Referee waves it away off the Wharton challenge, and play continues.
And Wharton did a good job of just tracking him there, biding his time, and just picking the right opportunity to pick that ball off of Harris. Harris trying to cut it back onto his favorite right foot, but just couldn't do it as Wharton picked his pocket, and now St. Louis is in possession, looking to go forward.
Played in behind, nobody close to it for St. Louis. Well, the pressure comes in here, and Remy Pryor had to be a little bit more alert than he thought initially.
And it looks like his first touch was a little bit stronger than he wanted it right there, and the ball almost got away from him.
Good job by Freeman to win it back here. Montpremier into Harris, who tried to cut it back, and in the end lost possession of it, and it's easy for Burner. There's another look at that chance for Wilson Harris.
Yeah, Harris just bearing down on the goal here, and Wharton just comes across him, pokes it away, he's able to dispossess in the end. No contact, no foul, good defending.
Especially coming from behind. That's always a difficult one.
Yeah, you have to get that perfect, especially in the penalty area, and just that's why Wharton didn't put his shoulder in or anything. He just bided his time. No, he had an acute angle to get a shot off on goal. Kind of anticipated that cutback from Harris coming onto his favorite right foot, and just picked his pocket. As he gets older and he learns the game and gets more experience, he'll realize that in those opportunities, you just got to go to the left foot, put your foot through it, and hope it passes the goalkeeper. But that's the way you take those opportunities. You don't try to cut back onto your favorite foot, especially when you're one-on-one in the penalty area.
Bit of a discussion over where this throw-in should be taken here. Leith finally puts it in play here.
Good little piece of skill from Leith at the end here to keep possession. Get out of that situation neatly.
This communication there. Cerna and Montpremier not on the same page. Both thought the other was going to go for it, and in the end, no one went for it.
Yeah, that's what you get with a young team. A little bit of a roller coaster ride. Trying to get that consistency locked in, but that's the challenge. They're doing well so far, Sporting.
G looking for Rivas. Won it back initially. And Sporting KC2 keep it through Kuich. Here's Montpremier. Freeman. Does well to skip through a couple of challenges. The shot is saved. Rebound opportunity for Mushagalusa. His cross comes in for Harris, and it's touched away. And then the header, I should say the volley from Cerna, well over and well wide.
Yeah, best chance in the game there for Sporting KC. Got through a couple of sticky situations. As going to see here on the replay, Freeman just running wild, puts his toe through it. But on his line, there's Burner diving to his left. I thought he had a chance here. Mushagalusa just put his foot through it to the far post, but decided to cross it, and the chance goes begging.
That's much more like it from Sporting KC2. think that kind of alludes to what Steve Tritchie was telling us. When they can attack on the wings, Sporting KC2 can be very dangerous.
They're very quick on the counterattack. It doesn't matter where they pick the ball off, but the front three go forward very fast. Wilson's always playing off the shoulder, looking to get behind. So you definitely have to be on your toes in transition, defensive transition if you're St. Louis. And if you're Sporting KC, you got to get numbers behind the ball because St. Louis can hurt you in a number of different ways.
That was by far the best stretch of play so far for Sporting KC2, and for a moment, like Steve Tritchie alluded to us, looked like St. Louis had an opportunity to kind of put a couple of goals past, maybe get some distance between them and Sporting KC2. They got the one, pressure's mounted, but Sporting KC2 have answered here with some good play over the last few minutes.
Yeah, they came out of the gate really fast, really strong, but since scoring the goal, they've kind of taken their foot off the gas. I'm not too sure Coach Tritchie is going to be happy with that, because he would love for them to put the game to bed early, especially when they're energized, and not allow these youthful legs to run at them like this.
Leith's done fantastically well here. Sets up Mushagalusa, who could have done better there.
Yeah, they definitely had the numbers to do much better choices in the box. You had the numbers, you got to find that open man. As we take a look at the replay, nice pass out to the right-hand side. Mushagalusa just looking to find this far post, but Kavita cut that angle down. Great one-on-one defending there from Kavita as you take a different look at it here. Nice touch out of the feet. Looks to stroke it to the near post, high, just wide.
Harris tried to flick it past Fink, couldn't do so. Pressure now from Sporting KC2 starting to mount a little bit here. Kavita. Cicerone does well to keep that alive. The pass forces Kavita back towards his own corner flag. Kuich and Mushagalusa do well, they keep it in. But Kavita stayed poised and found Cicerone.
See the experience of Kavita they're showing right there. No need to foul. Just put his body in the way and was able to play out, but they turned it over again. Good
ball from Mushagalusa looking for Montpremier. Cut out at the end. Rivas now for St. Louis.
St. Louis just needs to move the ball quicker. You need movement off the ball and advance of the ball to get the ball out of the back. They just need, they're holding onto the ball a little bit too long. 1 and 2 touches playing out, switch the point of attack and you're out.
Rivas to G. Yeah, poor touch there from Rivas allows Freeman to come back and take it away. Barbier cleared it initially. Second clearance was looking, I think, for Cerna, who made a run in behind, but easily cut out. Now Montpremier gives it a try. Does really well here to find Mushagalusa, who's in here. Flag stays down. Mushagalusa! Oh, it's off the upright.
Best chance of the game for Sporting KC2. St. Louis on the heels.
Nearly there for Mushagalusa. He hits the crossbar. Now here comes St. Louis with Rivas. Blackwood is offside.
Yeah, you certainly expect Mushagalusa to do better in those opportunities. Either find the back of the net or find your teammate. But this one, good job here by Berner, just coming out, staying big, making it difficult for Mushagalusa to find an angle. In the end, he just puts his foot through it, hoping to hit the back of the net, but hit the crossbar instead. And St. Louis is still up 1-0.
Tough to tell if Berner got a little nick on that. Regardless, St. Louis let off the hook here as we head into our first half hydration break. Just when we started to say that this game was kind of just St. Louis holding on to possession, Sporting KC2 have certainly answered the bell over the last few moments here. They've created some great chances as we look at the Group E standings and what this means for both teams. Obviously, Sporting KC2 running out of games here. They have to win tonight if they want to have any shot at pulling off a semi-miracle here and getting into the playoffs. St. Louis know they've got a game in hand as well, and if they win, they'll be right on the heels of Indy 11. And of course, right now, Lou City playing against Memphis, and it's 2-1 at the half. Goals from Cameron Lancaster and Brian Ownby. Cal Jennings scored right before halftime. So right now we're keeping an eye on that one. That would give Lou City, as it stands, obviously there'd be a little game in hand there for Indy 11 who don't play tonight. They have a 7-point lead for that first spot in Group B, and obviously St. Louis have to win.
Oh yes, they need these 3 points to get up to 21 points, just putting more pressure on Indy 11, and they also play Indy 11 2 more times. So it's going to be a dogfight going down the stretch, especially if St. Louis picks up the 3 points tonight.
Difference in the game so far, this fantastic goal from Tyler Blackwood. The technique was phenomenal. It's just great. Header into the middle, and then Tyler Blackwood did the rest, and that's where the teams are separated at the moment from that great piece of quality.
Yeah, just found that open pocket of space, and G put it right in that spot for him. Nice, easy side volley. Well, I shouldn't say easy, it's a hard technique, but he made it look really, really easy into the corner. Tyler Blackwood, he's always in the box sniffing around. He's a goal scorer.
Steve Tritchew's side got off to that great start. They were attacking right from the off here, and they got their reward. 5th goal of the season from Tyler Blackwood. Since then, they had some control over the game. It was a bit of possession, but you kind of mentioned it all day that St. Louis was kind of lingering on the ball a little bit too much, and since then, Sporting KC2's turned up the heat a bit, and they've almost scored a few chances since then.
They've definitely grown in confidence as the game progressed, as St. Louis took their foot off the gas and allowed the tempo to slow down just a tad. They've definitely moved themselves forward in terms of playing the speed of play and in terms of picking those passes over the top and changing the point of attack. If anything, that's a chink in the armor for St. Louis is when Sporting KC changed the point of attack. Those 3 center backs are finding it difficult shifting over quickly to cover Montpremier and Mushagalusi on the outside.
Cicerone holds off Mushagalusa. Seen some good stuff from him on this side in the first half, using his skill, the ball at his feet. Here's Wharton. Cicerone tries to switch fields here unsuccessfully. Really fell for Montpremier. Adewale was there defensively initially. Freeman, and then Fink flies in with a challenge. Still with Sporting KC2. Again, Mushagalusa in some space here. Going right at Kavita, a couple of step overs. And then right as he tried to turn back, Cicerone was there for the help. And in the end, it's going to go St. Louis's way anyway.
Yeah, that was good collective defending. Good job for Cicerone to come back and double team. With Kavita just standing his man up, just biding time. That's good team defense.
We've seen Mushagalusa in some really good spots. Obviously hit the crossbar just moments ago right before the hydration break, but anytime they've gotten him the ball, he's been in a dangerous position. Earn, save, spend, and learn with Greenlight, the debit card to kids that parents manage by app. Sign up today at greenlightcard.com and get 1 month for free.
He has gotten into some good spots, but the help is slow in coming.
Here's Freeman. He has Harris with him. He gets it to Harris, and Harris shoots it over the top. And Sporting KC2 chances just keep on coming all day.
Just couldn't get it under the crossbar, but great turnover in the middle of the pitch. Freeman runs at him, tries to lay Harris in here, just wants to get that one on target, but end up getting underneath it, took his eyes off the ball at the end. Sends that one sailing over the crossbar. As I said before, they're growing in confidence. They're playing a lot quicker than St. Louis is at present, and they're getting the chances. So St. Louis better be careful, or else they could find SKC2 right back in the game really, really quickly.
You saw Wharton get a little frustrated slamming the ball onto the pitch. And then Wilson Harris got a talking to. Not sure what that was about, but looks like it's been dealt with, and we're going to get back underway here. Burner sends it forward for St. Louis. Kyle Gregg thought he was fouled by Leaf, trying to hold up the play. Ball sent right back towards Harris. Fink, Adewale, both do well defensively, and Harris fouled Fink.
See what Harris presents there. He's never going to give up. He's going to keep on working those back 3. Keep playing off the shoulder, looking to get behind. Making life difficult for St. Louis at the back.
Lovely touch by Blackwood, Cicerone, and Rivas, and then Davis was there defensively. Rod tried to clear. Was it handball? It was. Sporting KC2 get a free kick. Seen some good things so far from that man, Joaquin Rivas, in the attack. Here's the last sequence. He was the one who handled it. Barbier. Cut out well by Wharton there as they tried to set another attack down that far side towards Cerna. Premier does well to keep possession. Galusa touched away. Blackwood back to help Cicerone. It's forced all the way back again. Here's Rod. Running into some space, does well to find Freeman. And Wharton. Here's G. Since the goal, not too many chances for St. Louis. Sporting KC2 have had by far the better opportunities. We're going on about 15, 20 minutes now maybe. As Kavita clears. Blackwood out jumped by Barbier. Ball fall nearly found Rivas there. Crucial intervention there. G, a push and a chase. That's a good ball into the penalty area, just out of the reach of Rivas. Leaf has to clear it out for a throw-in as Blackwood was also lurking for St. Louis.
Yeah, it's a good movement down the right-hand side from St. Louis, all sparked by G's movement, touching it around the defender and just playing it into the box. Unfortunately, they didn't have the numbers in there, but still retained possession.
Adewale. Rivas, I think, was offside. Flag was up. So he tried to wiggle his way through.
Yeah, St. Louis has been successful when they got the ball to wide. That time they tried to go up the middle. Let's see what happened. Both Greg and Rivas are in the same passing lanes. Unfortunately for St. Louis, Joaquin was offside.
It's a good chest initially by Galusa to keep that alive, but the pass left a lot to be desired, and John Berner collects. Obviously in for Kyle Morton, who's had a fantastic couple of seasons here in St. Louis and had 14 clean sheets last year for Pittsburgh, which was tied for the league best. But tonight Berner gets the start. Obviously he was one of the heroes when these two teams played the first time this season, and when he was in there showed that despite the 4 years of no game time, he was up for the challenge. Blackwood, his goal separates us at the moment. Fall wins it back to Kavita. Kavita scored the late equalizer back on August 5th. Basically the last kick of the game. Kavita scored 1 goal in each of the last 3 seasons for St. Louis. That one meant quite a bit.
Good touch there from G. Under pressure, first touch to the ground.
Fink finds a wide open Cicerone in space. Greg in the middle to aim at. Blackwood as well. Cicerone steps over a couple of times, hesitates, shoots, and scores! It's a fantastic second for St. Louis, and Russell Cicerone puts some distance between themselves and Sporting KC2.
Brilliant goal from Cicerone. Runs as his man, 2 scissors, fakes a move again, and just curls this one into the corner. Nothing that Pryor could do about that one. Ball over the top, you're gonna see here, double step over right here. Fakes moving to his left, takes it back to his right, and just tucks this one in the corner. 2-0, St. Louis.
For Russell Cicerone, his 4th goal of the season. That St. Louis goal delivered by Domino's. And despite all of Sporting KC2's hard work and their chances moving forward, Steve Tritchard's side are right where they want to be on halftime, 2-0 up.
Yeah, that's what they have. They have the weapons up front. Give them one opportunity and they'll make you pay. For all the possession that Sporting KC2 has had so far, they have nothing to show for it. Not yet, at least.
Run back by G. Rivas finds G again on the overlapping run. Blackwood is asking for it in the penalty area. G thinks better of it. All of a sudden, St. Louis look a lot more vibrant after the goal went in, the second goal. Here's Kavita. Wharton. Fall does want to at least hold Freeman up before he won possession back for Sporting KC2. Cerna.
Sporting wants to get back into this game. They're going to have to do it. Play a little bit quicker. May even sometimes be a little bit more direct.
Leaf, one Premier. He's looking for Mushagalusa, one back initially by Leaf, and then Kavita controls. See the blue smoke over there in the top right corner of your screen. Anytime a goal is scored here, the team colors of smoke go off. Call the team at Courtney's Heating and Cooling today so you can sleep in comfort tonight. Call 636-36-COMFY. St. Louis can't feel comfortable, though. There's still a half to play. Up 2-0. Stoppage time presented by Paycor. Need more time in your business? Contact Paycor to handle your payroll and human resource needs. 3 added minutes at the end of this first half, which has seen Sporting KC2 arguably have more of the chances. At the clinical finish from Tyler Blackwood and then a fantastic solo effort from Russell Cicerone have St. Louis 2-0 up in a game they need to have.
They're definitely in the driver's seat going into the half. The question will be if they could come out and perform even better in the second half and extend this lead, put the game to bed.
Well, flung into the penalty area here. But only as far as Blackwood and Harris, who got up there first. It's one back, though, by St. Louis. Cicerone back into the penalty area to no one in particular. Now for a goal kick.
Yeah, it looked like he saw Pryor just off his line and tried to just put that one over his head, but it got away from him in the end.
A lot to think about for Paulo Nagamura and his bunch at halftime. To be fair, Sporting KC2, you can argue, have had the better of it in this first half, but it's been just 2 phenomenal finishes from St. Louis.
Yeah, they've had some clear-cut opportunities to put the ball in the back of the net, but it was just wasteful in front of the net.
Might get another chance here. Harris trying to find Mushagalusa. Kavita was there to step to it. It's cleared away towards Cicerone. Poked away. So now for a St. Louis throw.
Yeah, Cicerone just doing a good job putting his foot on the ball. No use of giving the ball, give away possession this close to halftime. Just keep the ball moving.
Seems like he's been really good in tight spaces on this near side in the first half.
He's a pretty skillful player, and you know he courts that pressure and doesn't mind going at people 1v1.
Adewale was able to knock it away. Cicerone able to get it to Kavita, who again just calmly chests it down. It's a tough pass from to deal with. He made it look easy. Fink. swarmed initially, able to find Cicerone. St. Louis try to see out this first half lead.
This is good football from St. Louis, just knocking around, picking their opportunities, pulling SKC out of position and just exploiting those spaces.
Took a deflection. It's a Sporting KC2 throw. That might be the last major action of the first half. And it is. Well, Sporting KC2 took an early punch from St. Louis. Tyler Blackwood's goal opened the scoring, and then Sporting KC2 had a number of opportunities, but that man, Russell Cicerone, with a fantastic solo effort, has St. Louis 2-0 up at the break. We'll take a break here. When we come back, we'll go through some of the news and notes and a lot more from around the USL Championship. At the half, Tyler Blackwood with a fantastic goal. Cicerone with a second. St. Louis are 2-0 up and looking for 3 valuable points.
So how is it?
Great.
When facing a divorce or other family law matter, you may feel lost and betrayed by those you loved. Although you may feel alone, it's important to have hope. At Stange Law Firm, we limit our practice to family law matters because we understand that nothing is more important than your family. We are there when you need us most. No matter the family law issue, we are here to help you rebuild your life.
St. Louis 2, Sporting KC 2-0 at the half. Sean St. Jacques Walde Harris here with you. Time to take a look at around the USL Championship, some of the best stuff from around the league. Who better to do it than Devin Kerr? Here's another edition of The Dish.
Who doesn't like a good dinner? We all do. Appetizers, entrees, desserts, it doesn't really matter because we got another episode of The Dish. But can we get a table upstairs, please? Because Mateus Silva goes top shelf 11 minutes in for Hartford Athletic. Alex Dixon pulls the trigger just before halftime. Kevin Pollitt's nice ball outside. Yeah, this hasn't been the greatest season for Wallace Lapsley in goal. But there would be a response. Jake LaCava on the doorstep. Okay, they get one back. 65 minutes. We've seen this before from Red Bull 2. This could be their playoff season. Not meant to be. Third one from the Loney from NYCFC. Justin Hack gets it in the 75th. Hartford Athletic go to 3-1. They travel to Pittsburgh next Friday on 9/26. Work to be done. Transition. Group E. Indy Louisville. 4th Lipa FC. I mean, there's no way Indy's going to get all the points again, right? There's no way. Yeah, Cameron Lancaster thinks there's a way. Cameron Lancaster is a silky smooth striker up top. Love this finish here. And then how about Corbin Bone? He gets another one in the 76th minute. 4 games. They win 2-0, 3-1, 1-0. Oh, that's right. Indy did get a draw back on August 8th. 6-1-4. You know, that's big brother taking little brother for ice cream, but little brother gets stuck with a check. Go figure. A Louisville win on the weekend, coupled with a St. Louis loss, and they'll clinch a playoff berth. Atlanta United 2, Tampa Bay Rowdies. Let's go. Forrest Lasso seems to do everything right when it comes to aerial prowess. I mean, it's it's not really that difficult to save this, right? It's a good header, but it's not great. The ball by Leo Fernandez is what we're talking about here. Philip Goodrum, you see, Jordan, when you put it in the back of your own net, that's a bad thing. 1-1. And at the death, Sebastian Guenzati, just like this. Individual accolades and perfection leads to brilliance. His 7th on the year gets them a spot in the final 16. Still have to lock up the number 1. You can have a conversation with the Charleston Battery about that one. Loads of games going on in the USL Championship. Things in the West, things in the East. What do we want to talk about? El Paso Locomotive, they clinch a playoff berth, 2-1. Monarchs, Timbers 2, pass. Los Dos, Las Vegas. This is a big win. Los Dos actually has the weekend off. They host San Diego. San Diego goes to Phoenix. That's a 6-point swing. Maybe it's 12. Again, mathematics are never my forte. Birmingham Legion, nice recovery here. For some reason, they only lose to North Carolina FC. They are doing battle with the Charlotte Independents. San Antonio has clinched their Group D. It's the only team to do it in the entire USL Championship. Orange County, unimpressive 1-0, but 3 points nonetheless. A lot going on, a lot to be had. Dessert around the corner. More importantly, highlight stats when we come back.
The excitement that is sweeping the nation has arrived in St. Louis.
And a goal! It's Cicerone!
Fans are loving the authentic soccer experience. Tailgating, cheering, chanting, and much more. It's a party you won't want to miss.
Goal! St. Louis FC! And a goal!
Get your tickets at stlouisfc.com.
2 great goals so far for St. Louis. They're 2-0 up at the half. We'll take a look at around the league and some of the other news and notes from the USL Championship after this.
Oakland, the town. A world-class city where it's not just about where you're going, but it's also where you come from. See, here, there's always room at the top. Where sky's the limit, but roots help keep you grounded. And this is town business. If you know, you know. Some might say it's rough around the edges, but we all know that the flavors are in the margins. It's a family affair out here. It's all eyes on we. Hold it down for the people holding you up. These things matter to us.
It is let's go Oakland over and over and over again, where East Oakland and West Oakland meet.
Show the town love, and the town will love you back. Oakland, forever.
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
St. Jacques. They Harris back here with you at the half. St. Louis 2, Sporting KC 2-0. Let's take a look at the news and notes from around the USL Championship. Just saw that great promo for the Oakland Roots. They're set to join the USL Championship at the start of the 2021 season. Great to include another fantastic city into this USL Championship League. How about Simone Lefevre? A single game record, 13 saves on Saturday for Loudoun United. He had struggled in the game before for Loudoun and then comes back with one of the best performances of his career. And then 7 teams have clinched playoff berths so far in the USL Championship. Couple of notables, including Pittsburgh and New Mexico. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for this week. Group E with a couple of big games. Indy 11 taking on St. Louis, and then St. Louis against Lou City. That one could be crucial. So could that Indy 11 game as well. And if Sporting KC2 can somehow turn this around, they got a big game against Austin Bold coming up as well, and Hartford Athletic closing in on a potential playoff spot as well. As we take a look at the scoreboard at the moment around the USL Championship, big win for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, and Pittsburgh grinded it out in the end against Loudoun.
Yeah, Pittsburgh just finding ways to win any which way they can, but they always have the winning mentality, and they always seem to get the more important goal at the end. Loudoun, they're still rebuilding and trying to get things right. Hopefully in the future they'll be a little bit better, but Pittsburgh is a tough team to beat right now.
So they're Lou City 2-1 up on Memphis 901 at the moment as well. If they hold on, they'll be up to 29 points and extend their lead at the top of the Group E standings. Indy 11 don't play until later this week. And then St. Louis, of course, need the 3 points tonight to keep pace in the standings. St. Louis 2, Sporting KC 2-0. Highlights and stats are coming up next.
Do you think he's ready for a debit card?
Mm-hmm.
He's on a roll.
Mm-hmm.
The Greenlight app and debit card makes it easy to manage your kids' money and brings you peace of mind.
He has to do it.
Mm-hmm.
With Greenlight, kids form smart money habits that prepare them for their futures.
Did you know about this?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Greenlight, all the tools you need to raise financially smart kids.
When facing a divorce or other family law matter, you may feel lost and betrayed by those you loved. Although you may feel alone, it's important to have hope. At Stange Law Firm, we limit our practice to family law matters because we understand that nothing is more important than your family. We are there when you need us most. No matter the family law issue, we are here to help you rebuild your life.
Sean St. Jacques, Walde Harris back here with you at the half. St. Louis 2, Sporting KC 2-0. Let's take a look at how we got there in our first half highlights, starting with an early barrage from St. Louis that led to a fantastic volleying goal for Tyler Blackwood.
Yeah, St. Louis just came out on their toes. Cicerone crossing this back to the back post. G putting it back in the mix, and there's Blackwood with a side volley in the corner, just watching it. Pryor can't do anything about it. 1-0, St. Louis.
St. Louis kept on coming. They could have made it 2-0 a little bit earlier. It was a really good opportunity here, and Wall fall with a fantastic strike, denied by the post.
Yeah, Rivas just knocking this one back. G passing it. Great little dummy here by Wharton, and fall. That ball doesn't fall for him, unfortunately, into the back of the net. Bounces out.
And Sporting KC2 responded. This was a nice little run by Freeman. He almost scored, too.
Yeah, nice little toe poke there. Didn't have time to get his foot through it. Good save at the end. Good reaction save from John Berner. As you're going to see here, he just pokes it away with his toe. Berner's there to parry it away.
We mentioned Musha Galusa got a number of opportunities himself. Got in good position, just couldn't quite make the most of his chances. Although he did hit the crossbar as well. We'll see that in a second. Anytime he got in open space, he created something.
Yeah, he definitely got some great looks, especially this is the better of the two, or better of the three, actually. Should have put that one away. Just got his foot underneath it, ricocheted off the crossbar.
And then this fantastic goal from Russell Cicerone. Fink's ball set it up, and Russell Cicerone said, yeah, I think I'll do the rest for myself.
Yeah, quick little scissor move here. Dink to the left, came back to his right foot and just curled it in the corner. Great little skill here. Great balance right here, and just puts it in the corner. Nothing that Pryor can do about it. 2-0 St. Louis going into the half.
Let's take a look at the halftime stats between these two. Shots are pretty even, 7-5 in favor of Sporting KC2. Shots on target tell a little bit more of the story, as does the 60% possession that St. Louis has enjoyed in the first half.
Yeah, after the first goal, they just kind of put their foot on the ball with just knocking it around, inviting the press from Sporting KC, and then end up getting a second.
Sporting KC2 in the middle of those two goals had a number of big opportunities to get back into the match, but didn't take advantage of them. And St. Louis, with their two clinical goal scorers on the night, Blackwood and Cicerone, that man there, have them in pole position to put 3 big points on the board in their chase for the club's second ever postseason appearance after they were so close a season ago. Steve Tritchue, first-year coach for St. Louis, told us that nothing better than in the club's final season to cap it off with a USL Championship playoff appearance or two, possibly, if they can get there. And who knows? You never know. You just got to get into the dance, as they say, and the rest could take care of itself. Still a long way to go in this one for St. Louis to keep pace with Indy 11, and with a third goal going in for Lou City. They're 3-1 up against Memphis 901. They look like they're in good position for not only the playoffs, but potentially that first spot here in this crazy topsy-turvy Group E. Center referee Matthew Thompson blows the whistle, and the second half is underway from Fenton, Missouri. Goals from Blackwood and Cicerone have St. Louis where they need to be. Now they have the challenge of trying to see it out against a Sporting KC2 team that has been more than up to the fight, just haven't been able to put away their chances as of yet.
Yeah, Sporting needs to get their outside backs into the game. They need to present the overloads on the outside and ask questions of the outside backs and G and Cicerone on the outside. St. Louis playing 3 in the back, trying to pull that back 3 apart.
Cerna trying to wriggle his way through, and Wallfall met him in the space. He clears it out for a KC2 throw. Cerna's a guy that can be dangerous attacking for Sporting KC2. Haven't seen a ton from him yet tonight. Wallfall again there does really well defensively against Wilson Harris. Goes back to Sporting KC2. They have to be the aggressors. They want to have a shot at getting back into this game.
They're definitely going to have an uptick in energy and really bring the game to St. Louis to get back into it.
For a Sporting KC2 throw on the far side, and Freeman tried to take it quickly. Instead, Leith will give it to Kuich. Alan Nagamura, and that his team can get that one goal they need to get back into this game. 2-0 is certainly not insurmountable, especially not this year in the USL Championship. We've seen some crazier things this season. Steve Tritchue told us that he wanted to put this game away early. Got 2 first-half goals that he was hoping for, and now hoping his team can see it out in a game that, again, there's a few big games to go in this season, but Steve Tritchue said in this group, this is a game you have to have, must win. 3 points have to go on the board tonight to give St. Louis the best chance possible of catching Indy 11.
Yeah, well, the job's halfway done. We've still got this half to play out. Don't think that Sporting KC2 is going to just lay down and let this one slip away from them. They're going to put up a fight, so.
Lucid tried to find Harris. Here's Cerna. All the way back for Danny Barbier. We're talking about that during the break with Barbier, second leading scorer on the team with just 2 goals, then a big potpourri of 1-goal scorers on this Sporting KC2 team, obviously behind the big total of 7 for that man on the ball now, Wilson Harris. Tried to find Montpremier, it's cut out.
And then you have 6 players tied with 1 goal.
A couple of those guys on the bench, Christian Duke, And Reshitar, as a shot comes in from Mushagalusa, and it's easy for Burner.
Yeah, Burner saw that one all the way. Pretty routine for him. No real sting on that shot. Looked more of a hopeful ball than a shot.
Of course, the other thing for St. Louis, they're coming off a 3-0 loss to Lou City, in which Coach Steve Tritchie said it was the worst first half we played all season against Lou City, and then said the improvements were massive in the second half, but it was too little too late. As Lou City picked up 3 big points, it was handled there by Tyler Freeman. It'll go St. Louis's way.
Yeah, it looks like they're back on their game tonight for sure. Burner electing to put this one long.
Wharton. Rivas nearly found Kyle Gregg, who we haven't talked a ton about tonight. He hasn't had too many touches yet for St. Louis. It's a lovely ball over the top. Mushagalusa couldn't get past Adewale, who could be in some space here for St. Louis. Running at Barbier. Still Adewale, keeps it alive initially, and then finally the step in there. Peter Kuich.
Yeah, the marauding center back, Adewale, running into a ton of blue shirts.
Montpremier. Mushagalusa. Trying to get past G. He's hoping it was out for a corner. And he's mistaken. It's a goal kick.
Yeah, just trying to.
Do you have a solid financial game plan for your financial future? At Edward Jones, they craft investment strategies that are as individual as you are.
Yeah, Mushagalusa just trying to convince the referee that the ball came off of G there, but referee Thompson not having it.
Blackwood, who scored the opener for St. Louis, into the corner he goes. He's looking for a corner. And Matthew Thompson's waiting for, I think, his assistant referee to make a decision here. And then after a long time of deliberating, it's a goal kick. That's when things get difficult for referees, when they take time to make a decision here. Here's another look at it, and he might have mistaken that, although he's on the other side of the pitch, to be fair to him.
Yeah, difficult for the AR on the other side of the pitch to see all the way, especially past the goal and the goal line. Referee was in the position right there, but just couldn't tell if it was over the line or not. Played it safe and gave a goal kick instead of being controversial and giving St. Louis a corner.
Steve Tritchie will tell you he saw it. Saw it clear as day.
He saw it all the way.
Another stoppage here.
As a coach, you want all the advantages you could get. You know, and to be fair, that was a corner kick.
It's one of the tough things there is when you can't see and you're taking time to look over it as a referee, that leaves more doubt in the mind of a coach there, and thinking, I think it might have been our way if you keep, looking at it here. And now Steve Tritchie was having some words here with Matthew Thompson, maybe about that very thing here.
Yeah, he's definitely making his feelings known to the referee there.
Now we wait to restart here. I think the referee is still hashing a few things out. Steve Tritchie wanted to make sure a couple of things were made clear with the referee before play was restarted. Here's Cerna. Sporting KC2, leaves it off for Mushagalusa. Kuich. To Davis, who gets past Gregg. Leith to Montpremier. Davis cut through a couple of St. Louis defenders, and ball fall is penalized. Free kick for SKC2.
Yeah, referee Thompson's finding it a little bit challenging second half here as things get a little bit more competitive. later in this contest.
This does feel like a big moment in the match. Next goal is crucial, obviously. Sporting KC2 have to feel that they're still very much in this with the chances they created in the first half. Cerna stopped his run. Now puts a pretty good ball in here, but it's going to be out of the reach of Barbier. I don't think it took a touch. It's going to be out for a goal kick.
And that was a decent service into the box, just no one got on the end of it. And let St. Louis off the hook here rather easily. We're going to take a look at the replay. This ball coming in from left hand side. Cerna just serving it to the back post. Burner on his line can't come and get it. Fink can't reach it either. But Barbier just couldn't redirect that one across the goal.
Also over the head of Greg. Barbier flings it back forward. Montpremier's in some space here, trying to find Harris. It gets to Harris, plays it in for Freeman, who's trying to battle with Kavita, and Kavita easily ushers him away.
Yeah, great idea there from Harris, but just couldn't get it past the defender in the box.
Boy, very clean and tidy there from the captain, Fanuel Kavita. Here comes Davis here. Freeman in for Harris. Not many making a run here for Sporting KC2, and Wharton able to clear it only as far as Leith, but it was last off of Leith, and it's a St. Louis throw.
That's how it's been all night for Sporting KC2, is that they get themselves in really good positions, and then they have limited numbers going forward. They get outnumbered, and then the turnover and the ball's going the other way. You have to find a way to get more numbers in the box, more runners up front to help Harris, Mushagalusa.
We were saying off the air too, this game's been a little bit of a stop and start kind of a game where there's been patches of slow play between both teams and then isolated incidents of quality. And then when Sporting KC2 had that great stretch in the first half where they were really stretching that St. Louis back line, but since then it's been a little choppy. Comes St. Louis again here. Blackwood tripped on the edge of the penalty area, tried to keep going. Leith comes away with it. Kuich.
Referee Thompson right on the ball. Great position. Blackwood looked like he was held there a little bit, but referee Thompson said it's all in the game.
Wilson Harris not in the right position there. Run was deemed to be offside. Ending that threat for Sporting KC2. Quick look there at Paulo Nagamura. His team needs to find some answers as quickly as they can. Pryor. Gave it away to G, who chested it back to Sporting KC2. There's Mushagalusa. Did he keep it in? Referee says no, I think. It's going to go the other way. Wharton had it covered either way, but ball went out, I think, before he touched it. And it is a St. Louis throw.
And Wharton did a good job of just ushering the player to the sideline and then end up winning the throw. Although initially the AR didn't put his flag up, referee Thompson blew his whistle soon after.
Collision in the middle of the park between Montpremier, I believe Wharton. Good sportsmanship between those two, both going after the ball. It's going to go Sporting KC2's way.
Yeah, take a look at the replay here. Just trying to play it through the lines. Kuich, Montpremier coming back, and then Adewale just coming through the back of him there. Good call.
Leith on the overlap. That pass to Cerrone. Mushagalusa misses the touch. Davis and Kuich link up. It's really good play here from Sporting KC2. Leith with a dangerous ball in. It was a good save by Burner. Not cleared. Cerna. Centering pass. Could fall for a big chance here. And they're back in it. Big goal for Sporting KC2. It's in off the post. It's Kuich.
That's what happens when you take your foot off the gas and you let the other team grow in confidence. Kuich coming through at the end. Doesn't score a lot, but showed up at the right place at the right time on this one. Sporting KC are right back in it.
First goal of the season for Peter Kuich. And it's a game again.
Yeah, Dylan Cerna just playing this one across the box, and Kuich just puts one touch out of his feet, sweeps it to the left-hand side, and tucks away in the corner. Nothing Burner could do about that one.
In the meantime, foul going St. Louis's way on this near side, it appears. It add a seventh player to that one-goal tally for Sporting KC2 this season. The 9th different goal scorer this season for Paulo Nagamura's bunch. And they're right back in this thing with just over half an hour to play.
They've definitely come out with their heads up in the second half here, Sporting Kansas City. And they're looking to see if they could push on and get the equalizer.
Here's Cicerone, good cross into the penalty area, essentially into the penalty area, and I think the goalkeeper might have had possession there before Wallfall tapped it away from him. And that's exactly what the referee calls, as Remy Pryor had possession. Maybe that was an opportunity St. Louis could have done a little bit better with in the penalty area.
They definitely had the numbers in the box. It's just really all about picking that right final pass, and chance went begging.
Sporting KC2's goal scored by number 39, Peter Kuich. In the 59th
to
minute.
G. Well, St. Louis, a little bit more of a sense of urgency, knowing that their lead has been cut in half here with a lot of time left.
This has been St. Louis, though. They always seem to let the other team hang around. They just need to go ahead and push forward and put the game to bed, or get that third goal, put the other team out of the game. But
Here they come again. Touched ahead by Freeman to Harris. Could be a big opportunity here. Harris, though, dispossessed. Big touch and tackle by Fink. And Cicerone clears.
Sporting KC came out with a different vibe this second half. Lots of energy, putting the pressure on St. Louis.
Goal certainly not a surprise based on Sporting KC2 has created chances tonight. But the ball is back in St. Louis's court here. It's no longer a walk in the park. Not that it was anyway, but it's now on a knife edge all of a sudden.
Yeah, Sporting KC definitely not going to roll over and let this one get away from them. They're going to put up a fight. St. Louis have to be careful.
Freeman's been very active recently these last few moments. Sporting KC2, he gets it back here. 17 years old, scored his second professional goal in the loss to Indy last time out. Barbier. Davis. Over to Rod. Flicks it over the top. I think he was looking for Leith. And Leith has some pace, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, difficult to break St. Louis down, especially when they hunker in front of the box like that. You have to move the ball around and switch the point of attack much quicker. In terms of St. Louis, they've got to shut people down and deny those services, especially into those deep, wide areas, because that's where they get burned.
And remember, the other storyline here is if Sporting KC2 does pull off a comeback here and win, they keep their slim playoff hopes alive in this Group E. They still have a lot to play for. Here's Montpremier. Freeman and Harris up with him. It's going to be a corner as Wharton came back defensively.
Pretty sure Coach Nagamura would love for him to go down the line there and just put that ball, whip that ball back across the box. But that being said, he did earn a corner, so see what they could do from this set piece.
Freeman is there if they want to take it short. That's exactly what Cerna does. It goes right back to him, though. It's lofted in centrally. A volleyed attempt. I don't think it took a deflection It's going to be a goal kick, it looks like. It was actually Cerna, I should say, from Davis. Scored the winning goal at Maryville. Personalized education, nationally ranked academics, and Division II athletics. Learn more at maryville.edu. Maryville, many connections, one U.
Yeah, just going back to that corner kick, looked like something from off the training ground there. They work it, trying to draw those defenders in and serve it to Cerna at the top of the box for a volley, but St. Louis read that one really well.
Here comes St. Louis again. Blackwood couldn't get the touch. Throw the ball in by Rivas.
Just a little bit too much steam on that pass.
And Sporting KC2 try to go over the top looking for Harris. Fink cleans it up. Burner, a little too much time there. And the Adewale wins a throw-in.
He needed some help from Adewale in that instance just to find a different angle of support. But
substitution upcoming, brought to you by Cigna. Looks like Joaquin Rivas' night is done, and Gaia Bend is going to come on for the last just under half an hour here for St. Louis.
Yeah, Rivas' night is over. Did a good job in the first half. It just slowed down as the game wore on. Coach Trichu decided to change things up, get some fresh legs on the pitch.
Leaf had a really good run through the midfield in the first half. Nearly did it again there. Davis back defensively. It's out for a St. Louis throw on the far side. Gaia Bend, originally from Israel, substitute, 29 years of age. Moved to Washington, D.C. at an early age. And played in the Israeli Premier League for quite a few years. Foul in the midfield there. As Wallfall is still down for St. Louis.
Fall just trying to bring this ball down under pressure and just got clattered. We're going to take a look at the replay here. This ball comes to him. Just try to get his body in the way just to protect the ball. And that's just going through the back of him here. You can see it. Nothing malicious in the challenge at all from Jake Davis.
Jacob Davis was booked, it looks like, for that challenge, as well as St. Louis nearly played their way in there. Fall didn't quite get there.
Jake Davis in the 66th minute.
I believe that is the first booking of the match for either side.
Well, the game has been pretty competitive, but definitely played in good spirits.
Ball in behind here for Kyle Gregg. The first time ball into the penalty area, and it's deflected out. And I believe this is St. Louis's first corner of the match on the near side. Corner kick brought to you by Schnucks. Opportunity here. Kyle Gregg, who had 7 goals, 4 assists last season, missed early parts of the season with his child being born. Does have a Kansas City connection. Used to play for the Kansas City Brass in USL League 2. Scored 10 goals in 41 games for them while he was in college. Corner kick here. Wharton whips it in for St. Louis at the back post, and the header not on frame. And I believe Wall fall, and it's out for a goal kick.
Take a look at the replay. This one whipped in over everybody. Wallfall trying to redirect it on goal, but good pressure there by the defender, just forcing him to hit that one over the top.
Down by Gregg. Miscue there by Barbier, leaves it for G. G flares it into the penalty area, and there's nobody there for St. Louis. It actually does stay in, though, and Leaf luckily didn't give up on that and is able to find a teammate, Mushagalusa. Clear, but only as far as Todd Wharton. Lovely spin by G, but he's dispossessed. Montpremier picks it up. Inside of the right boot, able to find Harris. He rolls it for Freeman. Harris continues his run. And Freeman is dragged down, trying to get around Sam Fink, and they both feel a little bit of the extras from that.
Yeah, Fink wasn't going to let him get by him here and just kind of gets in the way. Not sure if they collided knees, but he came off a little bit worse for wear, Fink.
Fink is still down, and Matthew Thompson does have a yellow card out here.
Holding on to that left knee. May have had a little knee-on-knee action there.
The team will take a look at him. Hopefully he's okay. Another look here at the challenge.
Yeah, Freeman just looking to get by. Yep, certainly it is. Knee-on-knee. Those aren't nice.
Yeah, you can see the collision there. You mentioned it. Fink definitely got a little bit of the worst of that, for sure.
It's a big-time stinger when it initially happens, but as time goes on, the pain subsides a little bit. You're going to feel it more tomorrow, that's for sure.
Danny Fisher and Rich Bryan are two defenders available off the bench if Steve Tritchie feels they do have to make a change here. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty good game so far. Obviously a lot on the line in Group E. St. Louis has to win to keep pace with Indy 11. They took a 2-0 lead in the first half. Goals from Tyler Blackwood and Russell Cicerone, the second of which was right on halftime basically. But first goal of the season from Peter Kuich has given Sporting KC2 an interest here. For Sporting KC2, slim playoff hopes are still in the balance. They have to win to give themselves a chance over these last couple of games to win out and possibly pull off a shocker. Fink, luckily, is at least onto his feet here. And able to at least move under his own power, though it's tough to put pressure, looks like, on that leg that got the knee-to-knee contact.
Yes. Sometimes your entire leg goes numb when those initial hits happen.
And to add insult to injury, Fink did indeed get booked for that challenge.
You see, is still hobbling. Might find it difficult to continue, Fink.
So at least for this set piece, St. Louis is going to play with 10, it looks like, as they assess Fink on the sideline and decide what they want to do. Cerna runs over. Davis will place it in the penalty area. It's flicked on, and if Harris kept running, he might have been in there. But in the end, it's easy for Burner.
Yeah, difficult for him to anticipate this one, as you're going to see this ball gets whipped into the box. It's a nice touch on around the corner here, but just didn't anticipate it getting through all those sticks back there. And it's an easy routine save for Burner.
And ball flung forward and one back by the goal scorer, Kuich. In the area for Freeman, but it was cut out. Piece of skill there to keep that alive by Mushagalusa. Here's Barbier. And there's Fink back into the game for St. Louis. That's a good sign for the home side that he can continue here.
He's hobbling just a little bit, but he's going to try to push through the pain. Definitely a warrior in that back three rather.
He's had a good night defensively for St. Louis. Premier, dangerous ball there, switching fields, but Davis runs onto it and keeps on going here for Sporting KC2. Mushagalusa aiming into the penalty area. He has Freeman. Freeman couldn't quite keep it alive, though, and keep possession, and Kavita was there again for St. Louis.
Yeah, that's great play from SKC2. Just barreling down that right-hand side, finding a teammate in the middle of the box, but just couldn't bring it on, just couldn't corral that one, Freeman, to bring it in front of him. As we're going to take a look at the replay. Down the side, Mushagalusa finding Freeman, but his first touch just pops up on him, and it's an easy clearance there for Fanny Kavita to get St. Louis back on the attack.
Still feel like there's a few more twists and turns potentially in this game still anyone's game. I feel last few minutes could be very interesting here. Montpremier. Cerna was the target. Too far out in front of him. It's a goal kick.
You could see a little bit of fatigue setting in on some of the St. Louis players.
It's like Sporting KC2 is going to make a couple of changes themselves here. Isaiah Lefevre will come on for Montpremier. And it looks like Ryan Fessler will come on for Sporting KC2 as well.
Substitution for Sporting KC2. Leaving the game, number 8.
Tyler Freeman makes way for that Ryan Fessler change.
Entering the game, number 65, Isaiah Lefevre. Also leaving the game, number 23, Tyler Freeman. And entering the game, number 72, Ryan Fessler.
See if those changes can help. Sporting KC2 are in search of an equalizer. Cerna tried to find Yusha Galusa. Almost gave it away, but it's in the end a throw-in for Sporting KC2. Sent right back in. It's a good chest down here. Big opportunity. The layoff is sent wide. And it was Fessler who just came on for Sporting KC2 and nearly equalized.
Yeah, it's a great first touch off the chest here. Just to corral it, had the defender all over him, all over his back. Here was Adewale, but holds it up really nicely, lays it off, but just can't get that ball around the corner, Fessler, to get it on net.
It was both of the substitutes, Lefevre who set it up and Fessler who nearly equalized, literally after just coming on, and now they won't need it, but it's a hydration break now for the guys that do. Just under, I should say, 15 minutes, and then we'll have that chunk of stoppage time added on for the Fink injury and potentially a few other things, depending on how these last few minutes go here. Sporting KC2 are smelling a big opportunity here to maybe get back into this game, and who knows, maybe save their playoff hopes here as we take a look at how the game has gone so far. Lovely opening goal from Tyler Blackwood off the volley to get things started for St. Louis.
Yeah, not the easiest of techniques. He just saw that ball coming over, pivoted on the hip, and just put that right foot through a nice side volley into the side corner. Nothing Pryor could do about that one from Blackwood.
And then Fink set up a fantastic ball here, and then Russell Cicerone with a fantastic individual effort to make it 2-0.
Yeah, Cicerone, couple step overs a little deep to the left, but then curls it into the corner here to make it 2-0 St. Louis. Great skill coming down, great balance in here, and pivot, and just puts it in the corner. Again, 2-0 St. Louis.
Again, 2-0 leads are the most dangerous to have in soccer. Sporting KC2, who had some great chances in the first half, they were able to get one back.
Yeah, Cerna up here from his left back position. Find Kuich in the middle of the box. One touch out of his feet, and just placing it in the corner with that left foot. Seems like that right-hand corner of that goal is just getting the ball in it all night long. That's where all three goals have ended up.
Yeah, for Peter Kuich, it's his first goal of the season. Couldn't have picked a better time to score it to give Sporting KC2 this lifeline that they have at the moment. Trying to get back into this if they want any shot of staying alive for the playoffs. Obviously, St. Louis further up the table. Need 3 points to have a realistic chance to really push Indy 11 all the way and possibly overtake them. And despite how much of a stop-start game this has been, we expect a fun last 12 minutes here. Could be very, very interesting. Here come the roadside again, Sporting KC2. Cerna. Substitute Lefevre. Tried to cut through on Paris G, who defended well. It's still with Cerna, though. Kuich. Lefevre with a good ball in across the face, and nobody got a touch.
That ball was just begging to be put home, but no blue shirts in the box. Getting down the line here. This ball gets played right in by Kuich. There's Fessler getting down the line, putting it all the way across. Check that, Lefevre putting it all the way across, but no blue shirts there to just tuck it away.
Sporting KC2 don't get a result tonight. Those are the kind of chances they're going to look back on. Here's Paris G. A bend, the substitute, does really well and wins a free kick. Scampered away from a couple of Sporting KC2 defenders, and it's a free kick in a pretty dangerous position here.
Yeah, great little skill there from a bend. Able to work his way through a couple defenders. Not trying to get to the ball, just had to foul him in the end. As he put his body in the ball across the defenders here, they just can't get to the ball. Just had to clip his heels. And St. Louis has a free kick in a dangerous area.
Looks like a bend checking on his wrist. Hopefully he's okay. It's going to be fine to continue for now. Todd Wharton has been so good with set pieces this season. Couldn't find a teammate, at least initially. Took a deflection. Referee gives it to St. Louis on the far side. Kavita did well.
Yeah, good heads-up play there from Kavita. Noticed the double team and just hit it off Sporting KC2 for a throw-in.
Fall. Tried to dribble through 4 Sporting KC2 defenders. Only got past one of them. It's one back though by a bend. Greg to Wharton. Back to Greg, and it was just too far out in front of him. Really good link-up play, just the last pass there. Just a little too far for Greg.
Wharton just trying to thread that one through for Greg, but end up playing it behind him a little bit. Greg a little bit overzealous in his run. And the chance goes begging.
Well, it feels like if another chance is taken, it could decide this game, no question about it. Big opportunity here for Sporting KC2. Lefevre's cross, and it's brought back here after it was blocked out. Looks like there's a player down here at Awale for St. Louis.
It looked like he got into it with Harris just going over the top, holding his left shoulder. We're going to take another look at it. This ball gets knotted on. Harris gets up. Yeah, it was just on top of Adewale there.
Tonight's game brought to you by Sauce on the Side. It's been a good one so far between these two. Still feel like there's a few more moments of impact left in this crucial game in Group E. Now there's a bit of confusion here as to how we're going to restart. The play went on, and the ball went out for a corner, and the referee blew his whistle right around there. Again, we don't know exactly when. It's going to be a drop ball for St. Louis, and Paulo Nagamura can't believe it.
I can't believe it. Called for a corner and then end up being a drop ball. Just not really consistent here.
The only thing I can think of is that maybe the whistle went before the ball went out, but it's tough to tell, and Paulo Nagamura might have a real case there that they should have had a set piece.
Yeah, I think he does. He does. Rightfully felt wrong about that call.
In a game like this, it's on a knife edge. You want all the chances you can get, and when one's taken away from you, potentially, you see the kind of reaction you just saw from Paulo Nagamura. Play continues with Dylan Cerna here. Lefevre. Poor touch there. Wharton able to win it back initially, but he gives it away. Lefevre has space to run into here. Thinks better of it. Kuich, the goal scorer. Sporting KC2 trying to switch fields. Wall was wild there. Oh, for Greg, good challenge there. Lefevre, it's a high boot against Blackwood to give it to SKC2 with 7 minutes in stoppage time to play. Here's the look at the potential corner kick situation here. Look at the referee. The whistle does go before the ball goes out. looks like, at least.
Entering the game number 13.
That's the only reason I can think of as to why
in the 84th minute.
that was brought back. Let's take a look at the Cygnus substitution here. Dean Dakers is on, and the goal scorer of the first goal, Tyler Blackwood, makes way.
Yeah, in the end, the referee got it right. He did blow the whistle before the ball went out, although it went out for a corner or a fink. The whistle, though, did go before it, so the correct restart is a drop ball. But I definitely could side with Paulo Nagamura and see why he was upset, and that he thought that the referee had initially called for a corner. And he actually was calling for the trainer, stop play for the trainer to come on the field to check on Adewale.
And he doesn't have a replay to look at. We have that fortunate opportunity to have that second chance to look at it.
This is true.
Here comes St. Louis again. Big chance here for the substitute, Dakers. And Pryor makes a fantastic save at point-blank range to keep this game alive.
What an entrance it would be if Dakers could just stick this one away on his first touch. But that being said, Pryor came up big time in the end to keep his team in it.
Lucia Galusa now for Sporting KC2, trying to make that save mean something here. And he wins a throw-in off of Paris G. Boy, what a ball that was into the penalty area, and Dean Dakers with his first touch of the game nearly put the game away.
Yeah, just making himself big there as Pryor, trying to get any body part on the ball and ended up coming up trumps in the end.
How big could that save turn out to be in this game and possibly in Group E? Ball played forward, Lefevre keeps it in. G went in for the challenge and is penalized. I think it's going to be a free kick, actually.
Yeah, it didn't look like he got much of the ball there, G. See some tired legs out there right now. G really didn't have to go in for that challenge. Could have just ushered him down the line, but fatigue probably is setting in. Gives up a free kick opportunity in a dangerous position.
Big opportunity here from a set piece for Sporting KC2. In by Cerna. And the header is centered in, and it's in! It's a goal! It's a miscue at the back! And it falls right at the feet of the substitute, Isaiah Lefevre. And from 2-0 down, Sporting KC2 are level with 4 minutes to play.
This is terribly disappointing for St. Louis. Just taking their foot off the gas, losing concentration, and losing their marks as this ball gets whipped in. Gets helped on there by Kuich. He goes around the corner, and Lefevre's on the back post all alone. Unthinkable to find a man unmarked in the 87th minute on the back post all alone.
And it was Kyle Gregg's touch that centered it into the path of Lefevre. It's his first goal of the season, and it could be a hammer blow to St. Louis's chances of making the playoffs.
Yeah, this just makes the road a little bit tougher for St. Louis going forward, unless they could find a spark to get a third here.
There is still time for late heroics here. 3 minutes, and there's going to be a chunk of stoppage time for the Fink injury.
But you've got to think that momentum is on St. Louis's side as they've just been getting more confident and confident as the game goes on.
Here comes Lefevre again for Sporting KC2. He shoots, and it's well wide in the end. It was a huge missed opportunity in the end. Could have turned it around from 2-0 down.
Yeah, Lefevre just bearing down on goal here with his left foot, trying to get it on target, but just pushes it wide. St. Louis just all out of sorts at the moment.
Gregg to wall fall. Does find Cicerone. Gregg and Dakers make the run into the penalty area. It's Cicerone. A bend. Here's G. Cicerone. Here comes Sporting KC2 again. And it's Adewale who cleared it. Harris thought he got it, but he didn't get it fairly. And it's a St. Louis free kick.
Harris just dropping the shoulder here. You're going to take a look at it. Just bearing down on Adewale. Took him a little bit long to play the ball. He just bears down, goes through him with the shoulder. And the referee's right on the spot, making the right call.
Looks like Sporting KC2 is about to make a change here. There's Peter Kuich, who scored the first of the 2 goals in the comeback. Looks like his night is done. Dominic Reshitar does have a goal to his name this season. Came against Lou City back in July, I believe. And he comes on and wins a throw-in for Sporting KC2.
Leaving the game number 39, Peter Kuich. Entering the game number 84, Jahan Rad. Also leaving the game number 77, Enoch.
Here comes Cicerone. Lined it up, it was deflected.
Dominic Rosetta in the 89th minute.
Goes out of play on this near side. St. Louis. Wow, St. Louis thought they had it. Maybe very much might have had it, but it's won back here by Parrish G. Searching ball into the penalty area. Cicerone. A bend. Greg! And it's right at the goalkeeper, Pryor.
Yeah, that was a good strike from Greg. Just couldn't get it past Pryor right in the right position at the right time. See this ball gets played over. Greg just touching it with the left, getting out of his right. Nice strike, but Pryor's right behind it.
Also, it looks like Jahan Rad came on as well during that last set of substitutions for Sporting KC2. We come here with Lefevre, who equalized just moments ago here. Jahan Rad goes down. It's a free kick for Sporting KC2. Looks like Todd Wharton was penalized, although he's pleading his case.
Very, very dangerous spot here. Sporting Kansas City 2, very good on set pieces. You're going to take a look at it. Fessler just plays it across the rod. Wharton just gets his feet tied up going after the ball. Gets more the man than the ball.
Stoppage time is presented by Paycor. Need more time in your business? Contact Paycor to handle your payroll and human resources needs. 6 added minutes at the end of the 90s. You see that confirmation of a yellow card. It looks like for Todd Wharton for that challenge. So Todd Wharton is placed in the book for that challenge on the edge of the penalty area. And now, you can believe it, Sporting KC2 have a chance to win it here. They were 2-0 down at half. They've come back to level the scores, and quite frankly, they need this to go in if they want to keep pushing for a remarkable recovery to the playoffs.
Looks like Reshitar is lining it up. Cerner's also in the area. Players are asking for 10 yards.
Reshitar goes for it and pings it right against the wall.
The wall did its job there for St. Louis.
Cerna keeps it alive despite the handball appeals here. Cerna keeps on going. It's a good ball in here. Harris's header is over the top. And it's a goal kick. And all of a sudden, Sporting KC2 wants St. Louis to get on with it. They want a winner.
Yeah, Dylan Cerna just getting down, dinks it over the top, and Harris is just trying to flick it on over Berner here, but Berner does a good job of putting him off. Just missed by inches there over the crossbar. St. Louis living dangerously.
Well, if there's a winner, whoever gets it is going to give themselves a huge chance to stay in the playoff hunt. Still have time here. Paulo Nagamura's continued to see his frustration on the sideline, but he has to love the way his team has responded in this second half. From 2-0 down, they've leveled it, and now they're trying to find what would be a remarkable winning goal.
It's been the tale of two halves for Sporting Kansas City 2. They weren't ready for the first half, but they're sure to come out in the second half.
Chance for St. Louis here. Cicerone keeps it alive. Nearly got in there for St. Louis. Goes down, and it's a free kick. Sporting KC2 are questioning whether or not there was contact there.
Yeah, Leith not giving Cicerone any room on this left-hand side. His right-hand side just closing him down. Looks like Cicerone was going down before Leith got there. But referee Thompson blows for the free kick all the same, and Wharton standing over it. And now St. Louis has an opportunity to put one in the box.
Now it's St. Louis's chance here. Coach Steve Tritchus said it's a must-win game. And the service is deflected out for a goal kick. Sporting KC2 hammer it forward. 2 minutes of stoppage time, probably a little bit more potentially on the end of it. Not the best of headers there from G. Almost fell into the path of Fessler. It's cleared towards the sideline, deflected. St. Louis throw. A bit of a pull there back on Cicerone's jersey. Didn't like it.
And neither team giving each other an inch. No advantages going down the stretch.
Wharton headed forward. It was flicked on towards Gregg. Couple of options in the middle. Gregg goes down. And it's a free kick for St. Louis in an even better position and a booking here. And I believe Mason Leith is the guilty party.
Yeah, Leith been on the wrong end of a couple calls here. Just tried to reach around and get that ball from Gregg. But Gregg had positioning on him and he had to bring him down. Now they have to survive another free kick from Todd Wharton.
St. Louis got a late equalizer back on August 5th to snatch a point against Sporting KC2 here. Can they do it again? It's a good ball in! They've done it again! Sam Fink, the man who was down and injured earlier in the match, may have just saved St. Louis's season. It's 3-2 with less than a minute to play. Incredible!
Talk about heroics and saving the day. Sam Fink just rose above everybody else to nod this one home as we take a look. Great service into the box here from Wharton, and all alone is Fink. Look what I found, and it's in the back of the net. St. Louis up 3-2 with seconds to play.
August 5th, Fanuel Kavita in the 90+6th minute to snatch a point. September 19th, 90+5th minute, first goal of the season for Sam Fink. And St. Louis looks to have done it again to Sporting KC2. Incredible.
What a game. What a game.
That goal brought to you by Domino's, served up hot and fresh. And the St. Louis fans, wherever you are, must be going bonkers right now. Still time though, still some time on the clock.
Well, they have to defend well here because Sporting KC is not going away.
St. Louis FC goal, his first of the season.
Ball played forward.
Number 4.
To Rod on this near side, should say the far side. Leith, a little bit of a collision there with Kyle Gregg, who's got to feel very relieved as well. He was the man who deflected the ball into the path of LaFleur for the equalizer.
Yeah, Leith just a little bit of frustration spilling over.
Here comes a couple of changes, or at least one change, possibly two. Russell Cicerone comes off for Richard Bryan. And the second change as well. Both substitutes brought to you by Cigna, as it looks like Danny Fisher is also on for St. Louis, and Wallfall makes way as they try to shore things up and see this game out.
Substitutions for St. Louis FC.
Both teams have made their contribution tonight. No question about that.
Entering the game, number 6, Daniel
A
Fisher.
foul for St. Louis.
Also leaving the game, number 9,
Kadeem Dakers
Russell
did really well there to hold up the
Entering
play.
game, number 23,
And it'll be
Richard
very big
Bryan.
for St. Louis to try to run out some of this clock.
In the 97th
They've definitely
minute.
come up big on restart opportunities, St. Louis. They've done it once again tonight.
Boy, you said it, Walde, but I'm going to say it again. What a game this has been. It's been incredible USL Championship action tonight.
Yeah, 2-0 lead. Then the comeback by Sporting Kansas City 2, but just couldn't find that third one. And you give St. Louis an opportunity, and they stick it away.
Played short to Dakers, who was swarmed, but it's kept alive to Wharton, whose assist right now separates the sides. And that is full time. What a game in Missouri. St. Louis were 2-0 up at halftime, looking like they were going to cruise to a victory, but Sporting KC2 wouldn't let the issue lie. They came from 2-0 down to level it with just over 4 minutes to play, but that man, Sam Fink, had one last answer for St. Louis, and in the 90-plus 5th minute, he wins it for St. Louis, and they keep their playoff hopes very, very much alive.
Yeah, great job here by St. Louis, not giving up on anything. Wharton with the ball into the block and rising above everybody is Sam Fink, sticking that one in the back of the net, leading St. Louis to the 3-2 victory.
Tonight's man of the match presented by Pleats Cleaners. It's Sam Fink. He's the night's man of the match selected by our broadcast crew. Follow St. Louis FC on Twitter to vote in the poll for the Pleats man of the match. Has to be. He had the knee injury earlier in the second half. We didn't know he was going to keep playing. Well, you said it, Waldo. He's a warrior. He came back on, and he found the winner. We'll wrap up this wild game coming up next. St. Louis 3, Sporting KC 2.
That's life. And as funny as it may seem. That's life. And as funny as it may seem.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Some people get their kicks stomping on your dreams. Wait, and if I didn't think it was worth one try, I'd jump right on a big bird and then I'd fly.
Do you think he's ready for a debit card?
Mm-hmm. He's on a roll.
Mm-hmm.
The Greenlight app and debit card makes it easy to manage your kids' money and brings you peace of mind.
He has to do it.
Mm-hmm.
With Greenlight, kids form smart money habits that prepare them for their futures.
Did you know about this?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Greenlight, all the tools you need to raise financially smart kids.
Sean St. Jacques, Waldo Harris took a deep breath during that last break. What a fantastic finish to this one. St. Louis 3, Sporting KC 2. Let's take a look at the full-time highlights from this one. And Waldo, what a start for St. Louis. They put on the pressure early. They knew it was a game they had to have. And Tyler Blackwood delivered with a goal and a fantastic volley in the 12th minute to open the scoring.
Awesome shot over the top here. Just lays on the side volley, leans on that left foot and really brings his foot over the top, puts his foot through it. 1-0 St. Louis.
Sporting KC 2, though, they created a lot of chances in the first half. Lucia Galusa had a lot of big opportunities for Sporting KC 2 that he'd want to have back.
Yeah, that was the best of them. One-on-one with the keeper. Just needed to pick his corner there, but decides to go over the top and hits the crossbar.
Here's the fantastic second goal for St. Louis. It was all Russell Cicerone after the great pass and assist from Sam Fink.
Yeah, double step over here, little dink to the left, and then just curling into that far post. Great goal by Cicerone.
It was 2-0 at the time. It would be 2-0 at the halftime break. And then it was a response that Sporting KC2 really had continued throughout most of the first half. And they finally got their opportunity to score here. It was a great save initially by Berner on a great ball in.
Yeah, but you're talking about Cerna getting into the attack, and he gets in there, crosses to Kuic, and there it is in the corner. 2-1.
His first goal of the season to give Sporting KC2 a lifeline. And this was a big chance from Kadeem Dakers to put the game away. He had just come on, Waldo, and almost finished the job earlier.
Yeah, almost first touch, first goal. But there, goalkeeper stopping him, stonewall Berner.
This ended up being a big save at the time for Sporting KC2 from Pryor to keep them alive in this game. And they were able to pay it off. It was a fantastic second, although it was a big, big deflection there from Greg, and Lefevre finished it.
Yeah, Lefevre just finds himself all alone on the back post here. Greg trying to clear, but clears it right to Lefevre, and he makes no mistake with it, puts it underneath Burner, and it's 2-2. Game on.
His first goal of the season. He had come on as a substitute not too far before that, and it looked like Sporting KC2 were going to go and win it. Wilson Harris nearly found the target on a good ball in.
Yeah, tried to flick it over Burner here, but just a little bit too high. Burner putting on the pressure.
And then the moment, Sam Fink had an assist, and then he has the winning goal in the 90-plus 5th minute, his first of the season.
Yeah, Todd Wharton just puts this one up on a platter, and Burner, check that. Fink just went up and got it, nods it down, and there we have St. Louis victory.
What a game that was. 17 shots to 11 in favor of Sporting KC2. 6 to 5 shots on target. That usually is the more telling of the stats. Possession really evened out in the second half. We saw it get a little chippy late between these two. Sporting KC2's playoff hopes lightly just got the final dagger put in them. But St. Louis's playoff hopes continue to be ignited, and they're on the full charge trying to catch down Indy 11.
Yeah, they're going to look to build on this one going down the stretch with it 2 times playing Indy 11 and 1 time versus Louisville City. They're going to have to continue this run of form and keep going, keep this thing going to make it into the playoffs. It's going to be a dogfight between these two over the next week or so. As you see, they play Indy 11 twice in Louisville City right in between. A lot of points to pick up here, and there's going to be a dogfight for that second place.
Steve Tritchu, the coach, told us for St. Louis, it's in their hands down the stretch. If they get the results they need, they play the way they want to play, they will get to their second postseason appearance in their club's history, in the final season of their club's history. What a game. What a fantastic game it was. St. Louis went 2-0 up. Goals from Tyler Blackwood and Russell Cicerone in the first half, with Sporting KC2 hanging on to their last threads for a playoff spot. Got 2 back, 1 from Peter Kuich, 1 from Lefevre in the 86th minute. But it was Sam Fink, battled through injuries, found the winner, and St. Louis's playoff hopes are still very much alive. For Walde Harris and our entire crew, I'm Sean St. Jacques saying so long from Fenton, Missouri. St. Louis wins it in a thriller.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.